So we're already coming towards the end of the first month of 2024, and you've already been showing signs that you're falling short of your New Year's goals. You missed a couple of workouts, had one too many cheat meals, haven't been working as hard as you wanted to. And the sad truth is, you are not alone. In fact, it's estimated that only 9% of people complete their New Year's resolutions, and over 43% of people quit in the end of January. Imagine that you start these New Year's resolutions. You're saying that this year is going to be the year that you're finally turning your life around just for you to quit within the first month. But if you're watching this video, I can already assume that you're not like 43% of people that quit in the first month. You are already proving that you are willing to do the things that others won't to actually make a difference this time. So I'll be sharing with you these 5 simple habits that anyone can start doing that will already take you 90% of the way there. Starting off with number 1, you need to find your definition of winning and accomplishing. Now imagine this scenario, right? Playing a video game and you get dropped off into this world. Now you're playing for hours and hours and hours, you're roaming, but you just aren't able to figure out what is it that you're supposed to do. So out of frustration, you stop playing. Now the reason you stop playing is the most important thing for you beating that game. Do you know what it is? It's not good graphics, it's not the game being entertaining, it's you actually knowing how to beat the game. But yet, so many of you go throughout your life without knowing how to win. You go to school and college like everyone else has been telling you to. You're studying some degree that you're not even sure that you want to do by the time you're entering college. But you just don't know where is it that you're actually headed in life and where is it that you want to actually head in life. That's why it's so important for you to go back to the drawing board and define to yourself, what is my version of success? Not what your teachers told you or your parents or the education system in which you reside. No, what do you define as success? What is it that gives you drive and purpose in life to wake up every day and start smashing your goals? Because quite frankly, without doing this, you're basically like a headless chicken. You're just running around, bumping into different obstacles, but you don't quite actually see the path in which you're going. Now, the second habit is you need to get rid of bad habit friends. Now, I know you all have these friends where it comes on to partying, drinking, smoking, taking drugs. They're always there, but when it comes on to you actually trying to make a change and improve, they always seem to be the ones holding you down. Friends that are quick to call your phone, hey bro, I just got us into this new party, one come, we got drugs, alcohol, blah blah blah. If you were to call them saying, hey, I got this business opportunity, I want to share it with you, they always seem to drag you down, talk down on your passions, and they're overall just negative, and they're not really doing much for your life, but they've been the only friends you've known. You just seem to continue to hang out with them, and you end up realizing that you're just going down the same road as them and you can't just quite improve. Now, one thing you must understand is when you're going through your self-improvement journey, for the first few months or years, you're going to be on your own. You're going to have to cut off your friends, might even have to stop talking to some family members. Everyone will see you as this outcast, weird for eating healthy and not going out drinking every Saturday night. Overall degeneracy. And you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with understanding that for what seems like a long time, you're gonna be alone. You're not gonna have any friends because quite frankly, most people are just heading on the same path, degeneracy and just a pointless existence. But after a while, you'll meet one or two people that have the same goal as you, same ambition and self-improvement. When you look back and see how far ahead you have come, you realize how much those friends were really holding you back. Which brings me on to my third point, which is when you find momentum, you need to keep it. Take this for example. Remember when you're a child and you're trying to learn how to ride a bicycle, but every time you try to learn it, you keep falling off, keep hurting yourself. You can't seem to get more than 2 feet without wobbling off the bike. You keep thinking to yourself, damn, I can't balance this. This is too hard how people do this. And then the dad decides he's gonna help you ride a bike. So he holds the bike for you and you're pedaling and you start to move, right? You're thinking the only reason why you are still on the bike and you're moving is because it's holding for you. So then he tells you to pedal a little faster, then you pedal a little faster and a little faster. And once he's realized you've garnered enough speed, he lets go. And you're shocked. You're scared that you might fall off and hurt yourself. Like it's gonna be another failed attempt. But then you realize that you're pedaling and you're still on the bike, still going forward, you're not wobbling. It's not just about balance, but Once you've garnered enough momentum to keep yourself stable, it's easier for you to just continue going and going and going. Not so many of you might start off the year, you're eating clean, you're going to the gym consistently, or maybe you started taking business more seriously, you're starting to make a little bit of money online. And then after a while, you get comfortable and you just stop. You're not as consistent as you once were. Maybe your business is falling off because you're not grinding as hard as you once were. And you realize you just fall back into the same position because you gained a little bit of a start, and instead of continuing your momentum, keep going and going. And like on a bike, if you stop like that, you fall off. So you need to remember this. You're never going to be 100% on point. Life is filled with highs and lows. What you need to remember is if you start off and you gain yourself a little momentum, never let that momentum die. Even in the lowest of your lows and even in the highest of your highs. Don't ever take your foot off the gas because you will realize that it's very easy for you to fall off. The next one is you need to plan your life. If you were to put your life on a calendar, you would realize how much easier it is for you to keep up with tasks that you have set for yourself to do, and how much more accountability you will have for yourself when you know that I have this set thing to do at this time period that I've allocated for myself. And with that, it's a lot easier for you to do all the things that you need to do and that you said you were gonna do. So what you have to do is write down, whether it be on your phone, notes app, or a book, what is it that you're trying to achieve and succeed at, and write down a step-by-step plan on what are the tasks and actions required for you to reach that goal or achieve said result. Write down on, I recommend Google Calendar, and put for each day and time of day what task you need to do so that you can start turning your life around. So if you know you wake up at 7 a.m. and you know you want to do the hardest thing, which is for most of you probably going to the gym, put on your calendar you need to go to the gym from 7:30 to, let's say, 8:30, 9:30, however long you spend in the gym. Same thing for any hobby or any task that you have to do for that day. I realize how much easier it is for you to keep track of all the actions and steps required for you to achieve whatever it is that you want to succeed at. And the last one, of course, is diet and exercise. Now, as it comes down to being in great shape and having a healthy body, you realize how much more confidence and how much more mental focus and awareness that gives you. When you eat clean and you stay clear of all of the junk food or the ultra processed, high sugary foods, you realize that the amount of mental clarity that gives you, it makes it much easier for you to be disciplined in doing the task to complete whatever goal, because the body follows the mind and vice versa. That's why when people who are stressed, which is a mental thing, it normally shows, they normally lack sleep, they lose a lot of weight, they lose hair, your skin starts getting worse, and vice versa. You eat a lot of carbs, a lot of high sugary foods, you're constantly spiking your glucose levels throughout the day, constantly spiking your dopamine, chasing instant gratification. Normally shows in the sense of you having a lot of brain fog and it being a lot more difficult for you to do the hard things that you know are gonna get you to where you want to get to in life. So, because you can have all the money and material possessions in the world, but if you can't enjoy it because you're sick and dying, does it really mean anything? After you started taking action on these 5 habits, every now and again you need to review all the actions that you've taken, and realizing what areas have you fell short and what is it that you can do to improve so you can go further. Because at the end of the day, the only way you improve is by revision and reiteration. If you're interested in learning how you can get financially free this year, then watch this video where I teach the best business model to start as a beginner with no prior experience.